Hello everyone, welcome all to the third installment of the Test Trilogy, which also happens to have a fourth game that is tied in a very special way, which we'll also be seeing in the channel later on. But once more, hi, hello, my name is Jose, you can call me Kovu, you can call me Lion Saga, LS, Lion, Saga, whatever you fancy. And this will be the third part of the test Final Revelation. This is basically a personality test that tells you a lot about your psyche, your person, and a little bit even about your fate and how to become happy, and advices based on your own personality by answering questions in the most honest and truthful way possible. This apparently will tie it all together, so we'll know what's the actual point of all of this, because it's been like a mystery that's been building up from the past two games. So I highly recommend you to go and watch the first and second part of this series, because this is for you guys to get to know me a little bit better, and I think it's a fun way to have you guys know me more for when you're seeing my future videos, and at the same time to hopefully get you guys to play the game. There's much to be spoiled in the sense of the questions themselves, so if you are playing these games, especially these ones because it's the first time I'm going to mention this, well, I do recommend you to play them. Maybe write down the answers you think you'll reply to and the way you reply them, and when you download the game, try them out, and that way you'll have your own experience, because I feel there's a lot of validity in trying this game, even though you know what it is about. So we're gonna jump into the last game, and hopefully it will break me, because the last two have been really on point. Nail in the middle of the head. The game's also a little bit scary. I was scared they were gonna jump scare me, scares, but thankfully they didn't, so we'll see. But without any further delay, we're gonna go right away into the test, the Final Revelation, and see what we have in store, or what, better yet, what I have lay in store for me in wait that I can't English anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's go. Bring it. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there's no light of day, I will come back for you so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push you through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there. Your embrace so long I've missed. My soul, my love, I lay bare. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and when every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your haven, as you've rescued me from my hell. I botched that one horribly. Damn! That was beautiful. Oh, hey! No matter what happens, I will always love you. Oh, you were Joyce! Oh, damn, that's the dude from the first game! Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you, we're going to find a way out of here. This had a story? What? I know I said like everything will be real, but that's what they've been saying. I didn't know this had a story. The testing room. Oh goody, we have a new dude. Okay. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. So it's choice, fate, and destiny, huh? You see, closely I've been watching you. Study every breath, every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met, and a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut to the truth from you like a cancer. But I will cut the truth from you like a cancer.
Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To make angels' wings or devil's hand. And in the end we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered question lead to mystery rot. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. Once the decision is made, into your soul, 'tis burned. But before we continue, you must know this. Or just honestly will be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin.
Shit's intense. I love it. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Yes. Do you feel like you've put more effort into friends and relationship than others put back into you? Yes. Do you ever feel like life's going nowhere? Yes. Do you ever feel like you're trapped into limbo? Yes. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? No. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yes. Huh. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? No. That is a thing with people. Sometimes even if they don't think about it, or if it might not be necessarily something bad, sometimes people don't treat us the way we think we deserve to be treated, and the key point is think. Because sometimes we deserve to be treated the way we are, but not the way we hope we are. And sometimes people don't have any ill intent when they not treat you the way you wish they would. It's complicated, like people in general. I'm getting into this a lot, Jesus. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? Not really. I don't think I will be anyways. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? Not really. I'm not scared of that concept. I believe in it, but I'm not necessarily scared for it. I think it's one of those things that whatever happens, happens for me. I hope that doesn't screw me over. Knock on wood. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? Yes. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yes. In more ways than one. Do you feel like a burden? Nope. Have you ever felt left out? More times than I don't like to have it happen to me. Have you ever felt like a failure? Have you ever felt like you weren't attractive enough? Have you ever worked yourself sick? No. I have a very good balance when I think I'm doing enough and too much, and I know how to stop and then step back in order to unwind and then go back at it with full strength. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to go to sleep? Yes. Are you afraid to ask for help? Very interesting way of phrasing that question. Yes. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Yes. Especially at times behind my back. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? Yes. Do you ever wonder what the purpose of life is? What's your purpose in life? I think I have a very good grasp of what my purpose in life is, and for me is that whatever I make this life of mine, of whatever I choose to do with my life. As long as I leave a mark, as long as I leave something that I can look back and be proud of, as long as I can leave something that will inspire people, then I think I'll be sold. I'll be gold in life. That's what I feel I was put in this world with for. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Oh, fuck yeah! Would you say that you have many regrets in life? More than I would like to admit. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Not really. Uncomfortable. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No, it doesn't, but it's probably going to from now on, dude. Thank you so much. I like the other two better. They were more fun than you. I don't like you that much. Even though you look cool as hell. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked, even though you're certain that you've already locked them? No. I think whenever I know I did them, I don't like necessarily go back to it. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? No, I feel life is moving at the perfect pace. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? Again, no, I feel it's moving to a perfect pace. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? No. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? Yeah, to a degree. Not like too much, but enough that I would answer yes to that for sure. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? Yeah, I do. And I should. I know I shouldn't, but I do. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? Nope. Have you ever been bullied by someone you care about? Not really. Have you ever been bullied by someone you care about? What was the difference with the last question? Oh god, I should be reading this more thoroughly. No. Oh, if I was bullied by someone that cared about me? No. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? Yes. I don't like being the center of attention. In general. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Yes, I hate crowded places. Depends on the situation. Like, I like go clubbing in Halloween, I like going to Shibuya here in Japan and stuff like that. But in general, I tend to avoid crowded places and busy places and people in general. And the place littered with people in general. Would you sometimes try to be alone and surrounded by people you care about? Would you sometimes try to be alone and surrounded by people you care about? No, I would rather. I get energy from people. I'm very extroverted in that way. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? No. I hate phone calls, but they don't make me uncomfortable, I just find them annoying. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bother you? Not afraid. I have more of a, I wouldn't want to go through it, kind of a lazy aspect, like, way of thinking of that. But if I really have to do it, I won't be afraid. I'm not confrontational, but I'm not afraid to confront someone. Excuse me. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to a definite plan for the future? No. I might be nervous about it, but... God, I'm full of burps. But no, I'm hungry as hell, but I haven't eaten lunch, and it's like almost 3. So, we're gonna push through this. Okay, let's go. Put the head in the game.
Just keep your head in the game.
Do you ever feel like no matter what, how hard you... Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? No. It's difficult at times, but once I have my heart into it, I will definitely stay motivated. Do you ever feel that you're following those who care about you most? No. Does driving a vehicle gives you anxiety? That is a very specific question, and I'm surprised because the answer is... Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? No, I love exploring by myself in a new place. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Yes, I'm actually doing so right now. I don't know if you can see it, but my rosary, right now, this is kind of what makes me feel safe and guarded all the time. Funny enough, because previous game had a question like, do you believe you have a guardian angel? And if you go back to the video, I was looking at my bracelet on my beats, precisely because of that. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? Somehow, I think you'll be able to. Oh, finally. You show some semblance of personality. That's why I like the two betters, dude. You should be more like them, and hopefully you're not gonna creep me out now. Well, based on the answers you provided for me so far, if I were to guess... Also, your name starts with a little M, doesn't it? Ah! No! That makes sense. Let's be real here, there's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Besides, all of you humans look alike to me, anyhow. Okay, sure. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes. Do you sometimes believe that your loved ones are lying to you when they say they care? No. There was a point in my life that I did. Not anymore. Do you feel like you push your loved ones away? Yes. I've actually had a lot of problems with that recently. I'm going to have to stop you here. The truth that pours forward is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. What the fuck happened? I'd like to move to the next phase of this if that scared the fuck out of me to do that again. It's just a picture. I don't want to see pictures. I don't want to. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art. I don't wanna. We can do this. Whatever. For starters. Okay, not too bad. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Somehow that relaxes me. What world do you feel describe this picture the best? Trapped, maniac, broken, soulful, chaotic, beautiful. Soulful. What do you think this picture is called? The chaotic crystals, the portals, soul abductions, a mine of mystery, celestial stairs. Chaotic crystals. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel the most present in this picture? Anger, depression, joy, chaos, relaxation, numbness. Relaxation looks like a forest. What word do you feel describe this picture the best? Stuck, abyss, toxic, demented life, exotic life. It looks like a forest. What do you think this picture's called? Corrupting wave, the writhing, blazing souls, destroyer of senses, darkness within. The birthing. I see. Next we have this one. Okay, I'm freaking out because I think they're gonna show me something fucked up. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Joy. Somehow that feels joyful for whatever reason. What word do you feel describe this picture the best? Glorious twin mirror space planets galactic. Interesting. Space. What do you think this picture is called? Evolved? Datacron, I see you, reflection of the universe, shadow worlds. I don't see eyes from it actually. Datacron, reflections of the universe. Noted. Take a look at this one. That is beautiful! Wow! Gateway, staircase, heavenly. Heavenly? Light at the end of the tunnel, the porthole, dimension door, stairways to heaven, the rabbit hole. Light at the end of the tunnel. That's peculiar. And how about this one? Ooh, chaos, chaos, chaos! Chaos! Abyssal. Where do you feel describe this picture the best? Abyssal. Nest of darkness, the abyssal gate, shrouded, mystery, energy crown, darkness forming. I'll make a note of that. All of you guys are the same, I swear. And this here. Wow! Man, whoever did this art is amazing! Again, joy. Mask, veil, cyclops, jungle, prismatic. Mind's eye, force of the depth, the masking, eye of chaos, a shining light. Mind, yes. I see. Now this one. Wow! Dude, that is beautiful! I'm way more at ease because I thought it was doing fucked up shit, and I feel better about thinking that because it's all so amazingly gorgeous. Planetary, blossom, wings, feather, heavenly. Ooh, planetary. Growth seed, Mother's Nature's gift, forming Earth until we meet again. Angelic touch. Nature's gift. How about this? Okay. What emotion do you feel that was most present in this picture? Anger. I feel a lot of passion in this. Torment, Volcano, Brimstone, Shatter, Fault. Fury. Arcing Blaze, the world breaks, Inferno Gate, the Shattering, Rage Incarnated, Arcing Blaze. It's very interesting to say that. How about this one here? Ooh, creepy! chaotic. Information analyzing, monitoring, futuristic. Analyzing. I feel like it's reading you, you know? The data sphere, thoughts provoked, incubation of dreams, Matrix Watcher. I'll make a note of that. It's very interesting. It's a very different approach to the last one. Wow. Dude, that's joyful. Useful as hell. Ocean, sky, womb, destiny, warp, birth. Ocean. Birthplace of dreams, monolith of hearts, endless sea. Ultraviolet, nice song from Devil May Cry. Interesting. Take a look at this. Ooh, that's a cool one too. All of them have been really cool. Chaos. And data broken, eye disfigured, anarchy puzzle. Broken. Deciphering, I broke you, the Crystalverse, planar zone, Picasso phase. Crystalverse, that sounds cool. We're almost done. What emotion do you feel most personal about this one? Joy. What word do we describe? What word do you feel describe this picture the best? Slime, vapor, melting drool, viscous, arc. An arc. What do you think is your skull? The jowls of death, planet cradle, planet forming, dark light, the sludge. Planet cradle. Interesting choice. Let's see here. Ooh, that looks cool. Almost looks like a ult or like a special attack or something. It looks like something. It looks like something you see from the Tales of series. It's oddly relaxing. Almost looks like a healing superpower, super ult. Final attack, special art, whatever you might call it. If you play RPGs, you know what I'm talking about. Crown, sword, laser, sunlight, eclipse, solstice. Sunlight. Sonic boom! Red Angel, Solar Blade, Broken Seal, Disintegration Chamber, Red Angel. Alrighty then. Just a few more. We have all day, buddy. Not really. Numbness. Cosmic, Sphere, Eye, Beauty, Pearl, gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Spiral War, Marble of Time, Formless Being, High Intelligence, Planar Core. Yes. That's surprising. Almost finished. This one will be more akin to relaxation. Gaseous Chaos, Warped Wave, Nebula. Vapors form, light breaking, solar space, leaves, up close, verdant path. Verdant path. I'm really curious to see what all of these means. First of all, what everyone will answer on this. What the thought process behind all of these were. Why the options were given. It's very interesting. I'm fascinated by this type of studies. I like psychology a lot as well. Last one. Oh, look at that! Oh, damn. It almost looked like someone's cradling something on the background. Like what you see. Oh, it looks beautiful. Wow. Somehow music calls me for this one. The sound of silence. Sound of silence. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I'm not finished with you just yet. I love the rhyme thingy. There's still some truth that I have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We'll have a great deal of fun before we part. Okay, you're actually having fun now. So let me challenge you another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. The next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase a present around the holidays. You decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of lucks. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with, and just by the presence of moral obligation. They plan to give the money all for themselves, and they feel like it was their ticket. How does that make you feel? Angry they should share the prize, jealous, I regret buying them tickets, happy, good for them, I'm glad they won, indifferent. That's the way life goes sometimes, you can't really do anything about it. Very well. And what would you wish to do in that situation? Try to steal a ticket to get for myself, destroy the ticket so no one gets it. Get them killed so I wouldn't hurt the money. I mean, if you don't like them, I probably don't like me back, so I wouldn't be able to inherit it. Let them be happy with their winnings. I mean, what you gave the present away. That's just how life, that's how destiny at times. So, if the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who brought you the ticket in the first place? Yes, out of moral obligation, I will give them part of the money. I will share the money, of course, and I will, at the very least, treat them dinner or something. I fancy a dinner. Now, you're walking through the forest, and you come across a black suitcase. Interesting place. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Wow. Alongside the money, there lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? There's blood in there, scared. What if someone else comes for the money? Anxious, excited, I'm about to breach. Indifferent, none of my business. There is blood in there, and the note says "Don't," so scared. What would you wish to do in this situation? Grab the suitcase and roll back to my car. Take as much of the money as I can hold and leave the rest. Call the police and let them know about the suitcase. Leave the suitcase alone and move along. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would that change your decision at all? No, because the note itself was enough. So no. Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and you're just about to fall asleep and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose one of these 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does that make you feel? Scared, the fucking devil is in my room. Angry, I want him out now! Suspicious, I don't think the devil truly exists. Intrigued, I wonder what he's willing to offer me. Scared, the devil is in my fucking room. The devil then goes to assure you that whether or not you believe in him truly be the devil, he surely is, and to prove the point, he demonstrates a magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom, and I imagine all the wonderful little things I'll be seeing at that point. In that second, you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes to tell you that he's offered, in exchange for your soul, to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these will you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. You can bring one... Oh shit. You can bring one person back from the dead. You never age, but you can still die from physical injuries. All the world... In what capacity? No. We're not selling our soul to the devil. If the devil offer you a deal of some kind, will you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? No. That's not worth it, man. It's an eternal damnation. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe. Turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. Fresh flesh. That should be the name of something. Fresh flesh. You watch everyone you know become gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How did this make you feel? Excited! I've always read about the zombie apocalypse! I don't know if you can survive for that long. Incredibly sad. I don't want the world to end. I think I'll be more sad than scared. I'll be scared for sure, but I'll be sad the world as we know will be coming to an end. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now, and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes! I would love to live a zombie apocalypse in a controlled environment, but I would never want a zombie apocalypse to actually happen. You've been working in a company for 10 years. I haven't been for 10 years, but it certainly feels like I have. And you've been promised a very important, incredibly lucrative promotion. However, it always has a but, doesn't it? It always has an ass, you could say! Someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you get the position and that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does this make you feel? I was promised that fucking promotion, so betrayed. No. I know for a fact that I can trust my employer. And in many instances, you can't trust the whole we're family stuff. Definitely. But I'll be more angry. I'll be appalled by it for sure. I don't really believe in that I can trust my employer. I believe that if I do a job well done, if I do good work, you will be remunerated in a sense. But you should never trust 100% the company, because at the end of the day, the company's best interest is in the company. So you should always look out for yourself in a sense. You also learn a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Threaten them to report my boss for fraud, quit my job and look for a new employer, sabotage the new employer? No, fuck that. Quit my job and look for new employment. I wouldn't want to work in that situation. Threaten your boss for fraud could potentially close the company, and that will put a bunch of people on the street, and we do not want that. I'll probably talk to most of the people in one way or another to let them know what's happening, so they know, but I wouldn't ruin the company, because again, that's the livelihood of probably dozens, even if maybe hundreds of people, and that's not okay. I would just move along. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as if they were over someone more deserving, will you accept the position? I don't think so. If I know this person and I really know they deserve it, no. I see, very interesting. You're at home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen. Do that way more than you think I do. You turn around to realize that someone's watching you through the window in your dark. God, my window, my kitchen is like right next to me. Oh god, it's like right next to the stove. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window and then make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight. Turning out of sight around the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? Scared? Anxious? Anxious, I don't know what's happening. And what do you think you do with the situation? Lock the doors and call the police. Grab the nearest weapon in the house and prepare myself. Check to see if everyone in the house is safe. Run out of the house and go to the neighbors. Lock the doors and call the police. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not a human being, would your answers change at all? Yes! I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for a more simplistic answer as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. I like the fact that they actually fixed the font. The fonts. I don't know if they had feedback of the font in the last game being a little bit hard to read, but this one is way better. And I kind of like how each font goes with each character in a sense, and each one is stylized in this way. But this one really fits Destiny more than the previous one. Fate. I don't remember Choice that much. Also, I love that we don't get to know the name of Choice until this game, especially because Choice kept asking you if you know who he was or who they were. I should be saying. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. That's one of... It's like a fear I have. Not like a big fear I have, but I'm scared of that. This illness causes your body to be completely paralyzed. Okay, I'm actually scared of that. For 6 months, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you will never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. Just keep being alive in a machine in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in this state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when it happens? Pull the plug. If I'm honestly conscious, I would not want to live through that. How would you like to spend your last 6 months of your life while you're still mobile? Spending like with my friend and family, pursuing all the different dreams I have accomplished, and making a world a better place when I can. Wallow myself pity and probably want to die. Spending with my friends and family. There are diseases out there that can put you in a sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life, or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point? Even after COVID, it doesn't really change for me because I tend to live, not necessarily like my life as it was my last day, because I feel that's a little bit too much at times, but I do feel like I have a very go out there, get life, grab it by the throat mentality, so it doesn't really change it for me. Because I cannot want relief to the point in which I'm content enough, so no matter what happens, I will be happy with my life. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since birth. 3 years have passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child. And one day he runs in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, and you still haven't seen any traces of your four-legged friend, until one morning you awake to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out in Fran's lawn joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there to hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny, be a good boy. Johnny is a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back, and we're together again." Oh man. Come to find your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple of months prior to finding your dog. The dementia has come to believe your dog, Johnny, is an old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. Dog seems to be in great shape, very happy, and well looked after. And you know that telling the old man that it isn't really his dog and that it is your dog will break his heart and crush him. Well, would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and that Johnny's home is with you? Or will you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks? I will let the old man keep the dog. This is someone who must be in their last years potentially. I don't know if they aren't. As long as the dog is being properly taken care of, who am I to take that away from him? It's a new home from someone that loves him and that potentially needs them more than I need them. It sounds fucked up, but I can always get another dog. This person cannot get the same experience from this dog. I would never be able to do that. No. Even if there's ways around. Does this story make you sad at all? Yes. Depress me. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? Yes. A little bit too much. I can relate to that a little bit too much. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you the latest victim. Now let's also say you were given a unique opportunity in your afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant, making his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill future potential and save lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit among your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You are bound to whichever options you choose until your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one will you choose? My family and friends will potentially be okay. They will have a happier life, but that doesn't mean they won't have a happy life. And while I would love to use my afterlife until they all perish to give them a happier life and better life choices, this is avoiding someone from stealing all their lives and potentially making many more people miserable. So I will hunt this motherfucker down until he's dead. Do you think you have what it takes to drive a killer insane and push him over the edge? Oh, yes. Especially if I have access to ghostly powers. Do you believe this scenario is possible? Yes. More than I'd like to admit. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I would rather them hunt the killer as well. Any option that makes it so less people suffer is the best option for me. Well, now you go to sleep and get a good rest. The music is amazing, by the way. Get a good rest. That feels like the best sleep you've ever had. I know that feeling. That's a great feeling. I haven't had that in a while. You wake up to an unfamiliar room in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. Oh god, I've thought about that actually. There's a sticky note on the television that says press play. So you oblige to the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years, you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe heart injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, so each day, it's like 15 first days. Great movie, by the way, even if you don't like Adam Sandler, and there's parts of the movie that's really fucking stupid. When you sleep, all recollections of what happened in the last 24 hours is wiped out entirely. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and can continue to progress your life even though you won't have any recollection of it. Or you can choose to continue your life, living as you have been, repeating the same day over and over again, and living in ignorant bliss. Which one would you like to? Which one would you choose? I would rather watch the video every day, because otherwise it will freak me the hell out if I wake up and I will see my face 20 years age in a weird room. I would like to know what's going on. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you 20 years even though it feels like it was for your own good? No, I will understand it. I will understand it. I will know how hard it must have been for them. I'll still be angry, but I wouldn't lash out at them. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or will you repeat the exact same day for them in order to keep them happy? Never letting them know. Same. You gotta tell them the truth. I'll take note of the answer. You've come to find a frantic digging in the attic and the reading of an old file. You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and reading through the old files in the newspaper that your parents are famed psychologists. Okay. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discovery, a story tells of a young child who was developed psychotic tendencies and went into trance before murdering their parents in a tragical, brutal way. However, the child suffered so much from trauma from the events of the love of their parents once the trance had worn off that they repressed the memory of their parents' death, blocking it completely from their mind. Two psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies to the child's knowledge, against the child's knowledge, raising the child to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of the child's real parents, to further gathering data and potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Will you resent your parents? Nope. Will you be grateful that they will give you a second chance in life? Exactly. Will you feel betrayed by your parents? Nope. Will you confront your parents about the article you found? Yes. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same thing for the child in a similar situation? Yes. Because you're potentially ruining the future and life of someone. Especially, you went into a trauma so hard you repressed the memory. You gotta think about that. You gotta think of how hard that trauma is to repress a whole freaking memory. So giving this person a second chance in life, even if it also had the added caveat / second intention of, gathering data and for science and stuff, these people gave you a second chance to be a normal person, to be someone in society that can feel, be happy, be sad, in a healthy, mentally healthy and sane way. Yes, you can feel betrayed and you can feel angry, but I choose to see that these people gave me a chance. And through the process, who knows, they might have actually developed feelings for me. They might have come to see me as their child as well. You have to confront it, of course, and you have to know what they think about. But that doesn't mean it's all grim, it's all, scientists and experiments. There is more to it. Again, circumstances to everything. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers, roaming the land, combing through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their paths, in hopes of claiming their equipments for themselves in order to survive their harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you to fend off for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold, a hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker? Or would you stay there in the bunker by yourself? I could probably not finish the whole food by myself, so why keep it to me? And I mean, I would probably beat myself for not pulling my own weight. And in this case, I guess I would understand it. I don't like the idea of, scavenging and probably pillaging from other people. If it's not that, great. But even then, these people did take care of me, or at least try to take care of me, but at this point, like, shikatanai, there's nothing that could have been done, so... even though I could probably save in the bunker, I think I will go back and tell the colony. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but the ex-soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? Potentially, yes. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion. Always sharing and compassion. It is the end of the world, and I want to keep my values and morals, but who knows what will actually happen in that scenario, of course. We don't know how we'll react until true emergencies and these type of cases actually happen. Nobody know. Everyone can say this is how I'll react in an emergency. This is how I'll react in peril. Nobody really knows because our fight or flight survival instincts kick in. So who knows? I'm trying to say that in this scenario, I will try to keep my values and morals. Excuse me. I will also try to keep myself not be so burpy. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and the person just happened to find themselves in a situation where they were found a jackpot of worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share with you and the colony, will you raid them and steal it for yourself, or will you let them keep what they found? This is really hard because this person is probably taking care of a lot of people. And in my knowledge, this is a single person that cannot finish this entire bunker with food. I wouldn't want this person to keep it. I will try to forcefully take it, but then also share with him or share with them, whoever. The bunker now belongs to me, but you found it. It's also your bunker, so you're also getting a share of it. You basically come back to the colony. Because my colony is already based on raiding and stealing, so. But it doesn't mean that I have to be leaving this person to die. It's not fair that they keep this food only for them, especially because food will probably go bad. I don't know, waste bunkers, so it's probably non-perishable for the most part. But they can't possibly finish all of this. And I have to be I have to be this person. I have to be like, for the greater good, but I cannot let knowing that this one person and their bunker and their findings could feed an entire colony of people that are suffering and starving. And again, we don't know true hunger, we don't know true starvation, so that has to be one of the worst. Just think about it. Think about being hungry but having literally nothing to eat. That has to be one of the worst feelings in the world, and I will never want that to happen to anyone, so the bunker belongs to me. I'm sorry. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. This is long, and I'm also like being rambling a little bit, but I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? Moral dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And will you answer clearly, crisp, and concise? Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Oh, back with the creepy music. Will you rather abandon the person that you love the most, or be abandoned by the person you love the most? Damn it. I will rather... If I love this person the most, this person is probably gonna love me as much as I love them. And I wouldn't have it in me to break them and break their heart to that point in which I abandon them. I'd rather be the one dragging in the ground, asking for them to take me back, rather than putting this person in that position, for whatever reason it was. Oh god, that sucks. There's no right answers in this. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who could give you anything you want, couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond with you? Oh, personal bond. I can get my own shit. I don't need people to give me stuff. Would you rather find $10,000 and to get to keep them for yourself, or find $20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends? I mean, I'll probably still split some of that money between my friends, so yeah. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught or know that your partner cheated on you, but have no way of proving it? Ooh. If there's no way to prove it, if there's no evidence of it happening, but we both know it, we can still work it out. There's something to fix there. If I cheat and I'm never caught, that's me not fixing whatever makes me cheat to begin with. So that's me just running away from a problem. But if I get cheated on, but I know it, I know I'm getting cheated on, but I have no way to prove it, I can still try to fix the situation. I can still try to talk to this person. I can still try to find why the reasoning for them cheating on me. Whereas if I just cheat with and then I never get caught, it's just me being a douchebag at the end of the day. So, would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? If I get rich through legal means, I'm not sleeping soundly at night, and I value sleep a lot. So, would you rather press a button that will kill your favorite pet or press a button that will kill your favorite family member? Pet, I'm sorry. I love my pets with dying passions, but not my family. Even if I just said they're part of my family, but it's different, man. It's different. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friend from a high-paying job? I mean, if I'm doing a shitty job and I have to get fired, I have to get fired. But if my friend is doing a shitty job and they have to get fired, they have to get fired. If we're both doing a shitty job, I guess I would rather stay. Because I still can help my friend. Like, I can still help with lending money. I have a high-paying job. I can probably take care of them while they look for something else. They could probably do so as well. The other thing, I'd rather take care of them. It's that financial security. And there's it. If it's personally me, God, it's so many layers in this. Okay, I get fired. Let's say because I was doing a shitty job, I get fired. Or have him fired. We're really good friends, so we'll probably both take care of each other a little bit. But I still feel like in my current situation, with a high paying job, I have so many responsibilities besides myself, with my family back home, and other things in here as well, that I will still try to take care of them as much as I can, even if it means I have to maintain them for a little bit. But they can always get another job. I feel like for me it will be really hard to get another job. But I don't need that much money to begin with. They might. Because I can live by with a decently paid job. I don't need a high paying job. But they probably do. Would you rather sleep with your step sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? Step sibling. Would you? I don't think I need to explain why. Honestly, I don't think I need to explain why here. But please tell me down there if I do need to explain myself. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers dies, or save 1,000 strangers? Oh, boy, my best friend will. Angelico, I love you. Diana, I love you. Ganja, I love you. Nikki, I love you. Chrissy Boo, I love you. Mikey Boo, I love you. Tony Boo, I love you. Natalie, I love you. Jorgisho, I love you, pero I can't, man. I can't. What if there's someone else I care for within the 1,000 strangers? Oh god, if it was me, I would not want my sacrifice to be worth 1,000. Nah. I'm sorry, nah. This is hard. These ones are hard. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue starving children from a third world country? Rescue starving children from a third world country. I can get my own food. Would you rather be rich but without a family or poor with family? or with family. I've been there already. And you can get out of that. You can always get out of being poor. But you cannot get out of not having a family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? What's the point on the second one then? Even if it's for if they done illegal means, or if they're douchebags, when they don't deserve their wealth, that's not helping anyone out. That's money that could still be used one way or another for something. But yeah. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never have been allowed to return home? I already kind of live in a third world country, and you can live. I come from a third world country, but let's put it even more down. Let's put it like in a very underdeveloped country. During wartime, where you're not guaranteed to come back to your loved ones, and to put them in that, like, you know, anxiousness of like having someone in war probably dying or being maimed, etc., and all the traumas that's getting you, versus you're just moving to a third world country where people can visit you, probably, potentially, but you still in one way or another can be safe, or at least can find means to be safer compared to war. Yeah, and you can make anywhere your home, well, almost anywhere, but with the right people and, you know, the right means, you can make anywhere home. It's easier than going to war, at the very least. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles below? Just, you know, just take more time to take the places, that's fine. But it's more risky to be faster over the limit. You're more prone to accidents. You're prone to accidents either way, but I think, in my opinion, below. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life, or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? I mean, I'm fine with not having sex every day. If it's the acts of two people having sex and I can still jerk off, yes, I'm fine with not having sex ever again. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery, or be addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? Nah, being an alcoholic is not fun. And if I make a full recovery, I make a full recovery. Would you rather live 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live 70 years but die, or live to be 70 but die before your family and friends? I think I'll rather outlive the people around me. This is gonna sound very contrary to what I just been saying all along, but I am fascinated to see where the world will live in 200 years. And you can always find new people in your life. The people in my life right now will always be precious to me, and they will probably be the people in my life that I love the most in my 200 span. But I can always find other people to rely to. I can always find other people to love to a certain degree that will fulfill me a little bit. Something similar to like I have in Japan. But I'll be fascinated to see, first, to have a perfectly youth body. I really want to have that. And then, on top of that, living 200 years, see the world evolve in 200 years? Fuck yeah. Would you rather sacrifice all of your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both of your parents? I can't with this. These questions give me anxiety. Oh god. Parents already live their lives. This is taking a child away from someone. And it's killing way many more people. Both are gonna hate the option that I take. Oh god, okay. Oh my god, can I skip this? I'm sorry, but I have to be pragmatic for this. There's no other way I can't do this without being pragmatic. I have to be cold and calculating. I will never choose. If I can sacrifice myself, I want to survive. I would choose not to survive. I'm just putting that here. But my parents already lived their lives. My friends haven't. And I don't want to steal a child from someone, because my parents have instilled me the thought of their sadness it will bring to them if me or my siblings were to die. Me and my siblings can recover from my parents dying, because we have to deal with that eventually. No parent should live with the knowledge that their child died, and they have to outlive their child. No parent wants to outlive their child. And also, it's way more people. It goes back to the other argument, 1001. No, sorry. Oh, God. I hate you. I actually think I hate you. Oh, you're rather gonna acknowledge for work didn't do or work hard for the rest of your life but receive no praise. I do this regularly. Really? Punch. You know what? I'll fucking punch a nun. Sure. Would you rather fucking shit with a nun? Would you rather lose all of your money you've earned this year or lose all of the memories you've got? I lose all my money. Not the memories. Memories are part of who we are. Memories are part of the experiences that made us. So, would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win 20 or to immediately win 10? Immediately win 10. Keep a guarantee 10. Would you rather know how you die or how know when you die? Okay, we already talked about this. I'd rather know how I'll die. Would you rather be blind but be able to see crystal clear underwater or be deaf? Permanently deaf or blind except for the water. I like sounds. I'm a very auditive person. I think I said this in one of my YouTube videos, previous videos. So I thought I was streaming for a second because I have OBS on the next screen. But I'm very auditive. I like music a lot. I'm already I have my eyesight's pretty, poor, so if I can clearly see underwater, I can see the beauty of a coral reef. I can see my loved ones underwater. And I can still hear. Being deaf, though, in constant, complete silence. Nah. Miss out on music? No. Would you rather give up all the internet and social media, but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free, but never leave your house? Travel for free, but give up internet easily. I don't take that many pictures. I mean, I need to work on my socials, ironically, and consider what I'm doing right now. But nah, I would rather definitely travel the world and see the world. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Don't people do this and are fine? I mean, I probably fuck my feet. But I mean, depending on how I walk, and still, I could probably. There's a very slim chance that I'm gonna die anyways, and especially depending if the snakes. That's the thing. Are the snake poisonous? You didn't tell me the snakes were poisonous, so. Gotcha, bitch. Would you rather be the judge who sentenced people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? I'd rather be the judge. Because. Why do I want to be the judge? Because if I'm the executioner, I couldn't do it with the people pleading me for their life when they're in the bench or when they're in the stall. You know what I mean? I couldn't be. People pleading for lives could probably get to me, knowing myself. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? Ooh, please, bad luck. The kind of shit a demon could pull to try to possess you. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful but doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they'd find you incredibly attractive? But, okay. Caveat. They don't find me attractive. I'm the ugly one in the relationship. I can deal with that as long as there's actual love. I'm fine with that. But I need attraction on my end. And there's people that are able to do this. People that can have no attraction to the partners but still love them. I'll be fine with that. But I need to be attracted to my partner. So he didn't say as well that this person will not love me. So would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise or a low-paying job that you love doing? Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or will be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? How much is 100 miles in Poland? 160 kilometers! Yes, 160 kilometers fully clothed. I probably will not. Just 1 mile. How much is 1 mile? How much is 1 mile? 1.5 kilometers naked? That'll be a story. I'll probably go to jail, but that'll be a story. Would you rather find $5 in your pockets or have to grab $100 from a public toilet? I'll take $100 from a toilet public. Easy. Would you rather have... I mean, money's dirty as hell anyway, so you wash your hands after you get it, and then you spend it. Or you put it on the ATM, and that's it. You just deposit it on the ATM, and then you have it, then you don't have to touch it anymore. Would you rather have 100 favorite books, but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies, but never read a book. 100. I give up 100 books for 100 movies for sure. Would you rather always? I don't even know I'd like 100 books in total. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early to everything? I'd rather be 20 minutes late. I'll apologize and I will hate it, but it will irk me a little bit, and I will let people know beforehand. Being 2 hours earlier for everything, though, nah. My time is super just for that. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? Because if I witness the assault, I will be able to help the case in one way, in some shape or capacity. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? I'd rather change my past. Caveat. Past is what make us, but there's definitely points in my life, things in my life, and choices I've made that I will change, for sure. Again, I'm more excited about the prospect of what's to come versus knowing it. Would you rather have one really great friend? Easy. Would you rather lose all of your teeth or lose one day of your life every time you kiss someone? I'm fine with this one. I'm 100% fine with this one. I can do someone like once a year, and I wouldn't be losing that much. I'll be a really fucking special kiss as well. I'm actually a good kisser, so you know, I'm being honest here. That's what I've been told, so I'll be worth saving it. Although I probably won't have experience. I'll like get rusty and it will suck. I don't fucking know. This game, man. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect the money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? If it's actually my worst enemy in the freaking world ever, I would rather win the lottery and lose my ticket. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? I'd rather have true love, because love conquers all. Would you rather have a pause button of life or a rewind button? I would rather have a rewind button, because then if you fuck up, you can rewind, but if you pause, there's always a point in which you can return to. So let's say, for example, you pause to think and ponder a choice, and then you make the choice. You get past the choice, and then no matter how pondered, there's all the factors. No matter how much you think about it, so the factors that affect it. So that choice might end up not. No matter how much you think about it or how much you like look around, for all the outcomes, there's always gonna be something that could potentially fuck up. Whereas if you can actually rewind, you can actually rewind. So, you know, it is what it is. You can go back to choices that came out wrong and stuff, so I think that's way better. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? I'll take the gasoline. The other one sounds painful. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? I would rather make a new friends every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your... I'll die for my family. I cannot. I will die. I could not sacrifice my family. Burps. Would you rather always be hated by the coolest? Oh God. It's the burps. Would you rather always be hated by the closest? Would you rather always be hated by the closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you? I don't think I could bear with the hatred. Honestly. And I can try to make amends with what I did to hurt everyone at the very least in one way or another, even if they never find out it was me. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has the most incurable I'll sleep with. That could actually lead to good sex at the very least. The hatred might fuel it. Would you rather only eat food that you don't like or give up on all liquids except for water? I'll give up on liquids except for water, thank you very much. Even if I do love alcohol and coffee, I'd rather go with food above anything. Because I can work around those anyway, so... Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? Always max volume, baby! Would you rather meet your hero and find out they don't like you, or never meet your heroes? I don't never meet your heroes. Apparently that's the thing. But see, even if your hero doesn't like you, if my hero wouldn't like me, I don't think that would change my view of them. So even if they don't like me, like, I mean, well, I'll meet them, I'll shake their hands, and they'll probably go back to their lives. So you'll probably never meet again anyway. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life, or never have a friend for the rest of your life? I'd rather never have a pet for the rest of my life. I've been 8 years in this country without owning a pet, and I've been doing fine. I want a pet really bad, but my friends, which I think I've repeated enough at this point that you guys know I will pick that answer. So that's the whole point of this test. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life, or live a pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciatingly pain for... I'll take the pain myself. Thank you very much. Don't worry about it. Thank you for answering my questions. Be aware we're not the... My god, am I gonna have to break this into chapters? Because it's long. We have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn from all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truth. Ooh. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn all of your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we wait for the final revelation. These are the last questions I have. The last examination. Take your time. Do think hard. Savor every moment dearly. But when I'm finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. That's very similar to what Fate and Choice said, I think, but we'll see. Just one of these words that you feel resonate with you the most in this very moment. Volatile. Choose one of these words that you feel resonate with you in this very moment. Fascinated. But precisely because I'm fascinated by this game right now. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? Yes. Have you ever hurt someone that you didn't deserve it? Yes. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one under time of need? Yes. Yes, I have. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you care about? Yes, I have. Have you ever broken something in spite to spite someone that you care about? Nope. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wrong? No, never. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were... Oh, I get it. Yes, I have. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? No. Never wished for the death of anyone. Again, circumstances and everything, but at least so far in my life, no, I haven't. Ever. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? You know what? I said I was gonna be honest, and I have been honest. And I'm not gonna go into details, because, again, we all take one secret to the cave. And I know there's a bunch of y'all that might be like, oh, he's just doing this for drama, he's just doing this for engagement or whatever, but I'm answering truthfully and I know my truth. I'm not gonna explain anything because I don't feel it's poignant or relevant at the moment. So I'm just gonna answer it, and you think of me whatever you will. But do know, like I said, circumstances to everything. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause your death... Okay. Death Note much? No. Do you feel like you spend more time with your loved ones that you could... Oh, definitely, especially with my family. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? I am very good at apologizing. I'm very apologetic as it is. No. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? All the time, my man, all the time, Destiny. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? No, I'm a very positive person. I try to bring people up. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel like you're being wrong? Yes, it has happened. And I've let it slip by, and I kinda hate it. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decisions making too much? A little bit, at times, especially people that I care for too much. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? I think my life is pretty honest, to be honest. Have your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? Yes. Especially when I was more little. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? Yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that aren't worthy of your time? No, and I've learned to stop doing that. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? That's actually sometimes a problem with me. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? No. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? Not yet. Do you ever feel your fear stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Not anymore. I was gonna say yes because that was a constant in my life, but not anymore. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you will fail? Yes. Many years ago I would have started doing YouTube if it would not be for that. Have you ever been attracted to someone, refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Woo! Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Not anymore. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? No. Do you ever feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? Not really. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Nope. Even though they're family. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? Yes. Sadly, I do that a lot because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Unless that person I know that person will be really okay with that. I try to do it so they don't feel like I just don't want to hang out with them because some people take it too personal at times. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? No, actually, thanks to technology, I'm building an incredibly strong bond with my friends and family. Have you ever defended someone you shouldn't have? Yes. But unwillingly. Unwillingly, no, sorry, that's the wrong word. Unknowingly. Do you sometimes have had a hard time admitting that when you're wrong? No, I can tell you right away when I'm wrong. I tell you I'm usually pretty much wrong about everything that I'm doing. I'll let you know the first. I'm probably wrong about this, but I usually start with that. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? No. I blame it on my own weakness, so that's on me. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? I have accused people, not majorly, of course, not like, oh, you killed someone because you look like this, no, but I have accused people of things, just based on beliefs, or preconception that notions I might have. Preconceived notions, I think that's how you say that in English. Have you ever had sex with someone who you know you shouldn't have? Yes.
Oh my.
Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one? No. Never. At the point in which I know I should break, I break in the relationship. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? This is actually the year of health for me. This is my only goal for this year is for it to be the year of health. And I can tell you, based on the fact that this is supposed to be the year in which I'm focusing on that, yes, I think I could take better care of my health for sure, starting from my sleep schedule. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? No. Have you ever acquired something that you really want to just because someone else wanted it? Yes. Animal Crossing! Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Oh yeah, for sure. Not that I care really, but yes. Have you ever walked out in someone's life without an explanation? Yes, I have. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of life and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you have? I'm great. I literally give thanks every morning for the fact that I drew breath and I woke up. Have you ever witnessed someone being wrong, but then you have the courage to stand up for them? No. And finally, don't ask me if I punch a fucking nun. Do you feel like you're a good person? After everything that's been said and done, after all the things that you guys have probably found out about me, specifically a couple that I know most of you would probably find shocking, yes. At the core and center of it, I believe I am a good person. Very interesting. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. Here we go. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst news to you, to plant a seed of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn just be honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduce from deep within, from everything you've shared with me. In return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. Alright, this is fairly interesting. You're obviously a very caring person, with a ginormous heart. But for some reason you're not sharing that heart with enough people. Sure, every once in a while you help out a family or friend with a tough issue, and they know they can count on you for that. But you haven't gone out of your way to help a stranger nearly as often as I think you should. Now you might be thinking that the world has so many problems, and you're only one person, and it's not your responsibility to save everyone, and I'm not saying that, you are right. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean you wouldn't personally benefit from helping a complete stranger whom you've never met before. You see, I think if you spend some time helping someone who you know nothing about, you'll learn something incredible from their gratitude. You know your friends, you know your family, but you have so much to gain by helping someone you don't know anything about. They will be so grateful to you from the time you've given them, that they will bestow upon you a piece of knowledge you'll be thankful that they chose to share. And this piece of knowledge will help you during a very dark time in your life. Perhaps it may even help you right now. My advice to you is to take a complete and utter stranger into consideration during your daily activities. If you give just a little, you will receive tenfold back. I think you'll be very surprised just how much a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret world is outsider. Remember this world. This will come in handy. Interesting. That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to be like shedding tears at the end of this. If you've received an ending that you've already received before in the previous examination, we did not ask you to cooperate, so you should be very... If you received an ending that you've already received before from previous examinations, remember, we did not ask you your secret war prior to taking this test, so it will be very telling. It means something very special. If your result was the same as you've gotten previously, we would like to add the phrase twin words next to the secret words in the comments. If you receive an entirely new outcome, then that means that you've got multiple layers of things to work on your personal journey, or you might have an extra layer of depth to your personality, but only you will know the answer to that. You've answered hundreds of questions, you found deeper meanings, you've been enlightened, and you've helped out others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about, but it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen. Aww. The one who seeks the answer. Because I'm seeing myself on my screen right now, so that's actually... I dig that. The person who seeks the answer. More than being about the answer, the test is more about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you are human. Just as humans as everyone else. That is very powerful. That is actually a really powerful thing to say. The test is about unity, the test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. Oh, I love that. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We feel flawed. We feel that's very clever. But that's because every single of us is human. The world judges on based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variable imaginables. We judge each other. I've been non-stop talking for 2-3 hours, so excuse me, my voice is like going down a little bit. Oh, we judge each other, and we are judged ourselves by our peers who did the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. And when we judge them for too, you feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming, anxiety is overwhelming, our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall on the hardest time in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. I know a little bit of that. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. I think I need to get that mic to say this, but
We are flawed because we are human. All of us. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all humans. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that's been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that do not match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have never experienced or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you wish you'd be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out for those who want help. I guess everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than the others. We're all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say their lives are forever changed. And I'll tell you one thing. Even if one life was saved in the process of the social experiment, then it was worth conducting it. And every single one of you that has left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message out to others. You've helped spread a positive light in the dark for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help those around them because they don't understand that someone else is suffering just as much as they are. This is very poignant and accurate. They're just too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? I mean, you guys know me quite a bit. I think even my friends who might be watching this know a whole different layer of me right now. We're brave enough to answer these questions so that many others fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret war as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you, but not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world will know you of your good deeds in spreading the world and participating. But we also got another surprise for you. Everyone has left a comment in our titles and continues to do so on for future titles will be put in the credits as our new massive project that we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We'll also be going through and selecting the names of those who leave comments on all of our titles and putting their names right into the actual game and storyline. whether it's more for a special item, a piece of lore, or a character name after them, and so much more. That's really cool. You contribute your time and energy and help others in need. We want to make sure that you are commemorated through your efforts, for your efforts, and get the admiration you deserve. Now, as far as your secret words go, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words into different parts of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a uniquely set, in a way uniquely set specifically for your words. Jesus Christ. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about the session. This is an RPG focused on everything, on every human emotion and decision we have made, and how this decision make us feel. Keep an eye out for the future of our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie together. You helped shape it. You helped make it what it is. And we will be sure to continue to add more and more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more of the comments left on our titles all the way up until the official release. And again, to commemorate those of you who participated across the titles, we'll be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Thank you guys, Jesus Christ, and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate the feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment you left us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing to the secret words in our projects.
A word from the developers. If any of these games save one life, it was all worth it. And that means that you are part of that. You are a part of saving someone's life. Most people will live their entire lives never having done something special like that. Even if you didn't particularly find anything useful from yourself in the test series, just by spreading the word, you've helped out to do others who do find them beneficial from this series. It could really have helped in time of need, as shown in the plethora of positive inspirational comments left in the series as a whole. So thank you for spreading the word and helping so many people who really truly needed it. Some will go their entire life living selfishly, never lifting a finger to help someone else unless it personally benefits themselves. I'm sure you've met some people like that in your lifetime, and that's okay. There's places for all types of people in the world. We need people like that to create a balance. We need the selfish with the selflessness. We need the good with the bad. We need the happy with the sadness. We'll need all in order to appreciate what we have and what we don't have. But these games have helped people, and that means you've helped good people. If you leave a comment, if you're a part, I've shared with you, you've helped someone. If you don't believe me, take a look for yourself and read some of the words people have left for the rest of the world to see. Look at the joy and the positivity you've helped spread through the world in such dark time, where people are sick, dying, and people are separated from both difference and indifference. The one thing that we'll have in common is that we're human inside. It doesn't matter where we come from, how we grew up, what we've been going through, what our opinions are, preference, we enjoy what it was like. We're judged, we're humans, we all feel. We all have the same thoughts, we all have the same feelings, emotions, and each and every person living amongst us have their own lives. Each person is the center of their own universe. Every individual has their own family and friends and their circle that means something to the world. They mean something to someone, even if they don't feel like it, they do. Trust me, you do. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for encouraging other people to be a part of this. Thank you for spreading the word for something so uniting in such a divisive world. Thank you for opening up your heart and mind in order to create an acceptance, not only for everyone else, but for yourself as well. Even in all the difference, we're so different after all, and we're in this world together. So let's make it a happy stay for everyone. We would also like to give a very special shout out to Markiplier and his community for supporting us through our titles. It has really meant so much for long-time fans, and the amount of joy you bring to the rest of the world through your content and your community support is second to none. Thank you for being, and we really hope you get to punch a nun at some point in the near future. We want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and may your life be flooded with happiness, with the happiness you deserve, because he deserves it. Mark deserves so much fucking good thing in his life because he's such an amazing person. Wow. I didn't expect that last one. That one caught me off guard. As a side note to anyone, and everyone who has taken the time to be here. We have also developed a game titled The Testing Chamber, which can be considered connected to the Test trilogy in a very special way, so feel free to check that out as we think it's quite a unique experience. If you enjoy the test, okay, playstyle, testing chamber, and it takes everything that its predecessor offered and amplifies the experience to 100% degree. I'm gonna try that for sure, but later on. We genuinely hope that you give the test chamber a chance, as we spent countless hours passionately development, making it what it is, and we hope that after playing it, that it means as much to you as it does to us. Or maybe I'll play it even early because it kind of convinced me a little bit. In the meantime, we would like to recommend our okay, cool. Its choice matters, okay. Thank you for listening to us pour our hearts about our passion projects. We put a lot of time and effort in what we build, and we just want the same thing that everyone wants in life: chance. With that being said, keep a hold of your secret words. You're gonna need them when you're chasing demons. I will peel the truth from your flesh like petals from blackened rose. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg you. She loves me not. What's happening? Ah! She loves me. She loves me nuts. She will never love you. A monster like you. So let her choice take its toll. And in her cell, may she rot. I am shocked in so many different ways about what this was all in the end. I think just the fact that I never really got what they were trying to go for. I mean, it was such a beautiful message. The fact that, because I was wondering what were the words gonna play at what they were gonna come into play as by the end of this, and I wasn't expecting that it was a way to unifying people. The fact that this is basically a social experiment for people to realize they're not alone and to join us as humans is a message that I relate to and vibe with so hard. And even though some of those questions were really hard, you could visibly see how hard they were for me to answer. I think it's important to talk about this thing. I think it's important to not only ask yourself those questions to know yourself better, because sometimes you might ask yourself those questions, but until you reply to them out loud, you don't really know how you would. And then also, of course, having like you guys made me more, having people that I know that are watching my videos made me more, know me more a little bit through this. But also maybe having people that could have the same thoughts as me, same answers, even with some of the most difficult questions, that shows you are not alone. And that's what I'm taking the most out of this game, the fact that it lets us realize we're all human, we all live under the same sky, we're not alone, and our choices are basically what defines us, and that no matter what in this life, we have to spend our time being us, unapologetically us, because no matter what, there's always going to be someone that's going to accept you for who you are. And that's what I'm taking the most out of this series. I am definitely playing the testing chamber because I want to see what exactly that's going to be about, and I'm definitely going to be I'm definitely going to play Chasing Demons when it comes out. But I just want to say something and just leave you guys, because this has been incredibly long and I don't even know how many hours I've been recording for. But know that at the end of the day, there is no bigger truth that you are not alone. And then there's someone in the world that will accept you for who you are. Always be unapologetically you and the best version of yourself, as long as you're not hurting someone else. And above all, take a peek at yourself. Get to know yourself a little bit better, because sometimes you'll even be surprised about what you find. it wasn't even at the end about the last answer I got, which I think is really interesting and is something I might put into practice a little bit more. I think the answer that shocked me the most was the first one still. But that being said, this was amazing. Thank you, Roundup Studios. I think that's how you pronounce their name. Was that how you pronounce it? I think I forgot how you pronounce your name. I hope I didn't butch that name, but thank you so much for such an amazing experience, for such a great social experiment, for a beautiful game and a beautiful narrative. I don't know what's gonna come out of it based on the last cutscene that happened in the game, but thank you so much for what you've done. I truly appreciate the game you've crafted. The way you read me very accurately, so if I might say so, it is very poignant. It is not one of those things that it's just BS. You guys did an amazing job. I don't know what black magic you used, but it is amazing. But more than anything, thank for an experience that reminded me the beauty and value of being human, and that no matter what thoughts I have, or no matter what I'm going through, I'm not alone. Even if I don't see you, even if I can hear you, even if I don't know you, do know that I love you, and that as you are a wonderful human being that deserves all the attention and understanding possible out there. Thank you so much, guys. You made a fantastic experience, and I cannot commend you enough for it. And I'm definitely checking out your other experiences as well. And again, I'm recommending this to you, the viewer, even if you already saw this, because I think there's a lot of value in all of the test results that you might get. This has been such an amazing experience, man. And I hope you got a lot out of it more than just getting to know yours truly a little bit more. But we're going to be coming back with more videos soon, more scripted videos. But with this, I hope you now know another perspective outside of me. Please let me know how you thought about this series, if you liked it, if you want more videos like this. I will happily oblige with Let's Plays, but you can also check my Twitch because I also stream as well 3 days a week. Sadly, mostly for Eastern audiences, for Eastern times, I should say, more than audiences. So it might be like deep in the middle of the night for you, but I also, if you're in the West, I tend to stream a little bit earlier in my day. So on Saturday, so it's your Friday evening, which hopefully will have you catch one of my streams. Please come hang. It's always a chill space. It's always good vibes if you're so inclined to, and if not, it's 100% right. But if you want more Let's Plays and game and videos of this kind, please let me know. I will definitely be doing a video for the next game, for the testing chamber, and for chasing demons, because I'm very interested in that. And please remember to be kind to yourself, to keep being the awesome and amazing, beautiful person, human being, and experience you are. Remember to hydrate. Your body 70%, 75% water, 20%. What the fuck did I say? Your body 75% water, and I need to go hydrate because I've been talking nonstop for a long time. And in the meantime, please remember to stay the awesome person you are, and that you are not alone. Don't settle. Remember that your time is important, and to be kind. But in the meantime, this is going to be or to be continued. See you all next time. And thank you so much for watching this series, everyone. Dana.